What does making someone laugh have to do with being a more effective professional? Well, as it turns out, more than you might think. This video demonstrates 3 basic rules all improvisers are taught that turn out to be quite effective at making folks more emotionally intelligent in the workplace as well. The most fundamental rule of improv is known as the rule of agreement, or rule of acceptance, more commonly referred to simply as yes and. As you can probably guess, this rule is about accepting others' input no matter what, and building upon it with your own ideas, which in turn are accepted and built upon further.
Okay, so the retreat's in August, and I was thinking we could go to that park down in Alexandria.
Yes, and how many people are we expecting again?
I think 50?
Yeah, I think 50 sounds about right. And what would we do about getting food delivered over there? 50 people.
What type of food are we thinking? Since it's going to be outside, maybe like some easy finger foods and things that people could easily hold in their hands.
Yes, like hot dogs.
Yeah, I think that would be great.
I was thinking actually that maybe we could get something cool for the the family members that are going to be attending, like maybe get some face painting vendors or get like okay, what about maybe like a balloon artist or
Oh, okay.
Now, obviously, there are limits to how much you can yes and in the professional environment. If someone is suggesting something offensive or dangerous, you can and should say no to them. That said, these situations are exceedingly uncommon. Much more common is the potential for less flashy or full-formed ideas to get swept under the rug. Instead, make efforts to acknowledge and incorporate even far-fetched ideas into the discussion. You might be surprised by the value a seemingly crazy idea might have down the road. The second rule we'll look at is an idea most of us have been taught in some form all of our lives, but is of particular importance when performing improv. And that is the idea of active listening. In other words, get out of your own head and stay there. The best improvisers on the planet, more often than not, aren't inherently the wittiest or most clever. What they all share in common, however, is that they listen better than anyone else on stage.
What sounds good?
Project.
Yeah, do you know who you want on the project?
Let's see. It's just the team.
yeah, I'm fine with that.
Which team?
You know, team we put together for the project, right?
Angelica, do you know anybody you would want on the team?
That sounds good to me. I'll be right back. Hello?
Similarly, when collaborating closely with others in a work environment, your ability to actively listen to others and engage with what they are saying will always produce better results than being buried in laptops or paperwork or looking at your phones. The last rule we'll look at revolves around authenticity, being honest to the scene, to others, and to yourself. What does that mean? At a glance, it means not being afraid to take risks, not being afraid to assert your opinion, and most importantly, owning your mistakes. In the improv world, we're often taught that there are no mistakes or bad ideas, just interesting choices, and that everything said or offered is an opportunity. As with the first rule we discussed, there are obviously practical limitations on this when applied to the professional setting. Hi everyone. Today we'll be presenting on a very important presentation that will determine your career. Okay. So facts. This is a subject I'm really I'm passionate about, and it's.
Brendan, do you need a minute?
In general,
no,
however,
no.
it
I'm
comes
good. I'm
down
good.
to being an authentic, honest person towards those you work with and for. If you mess up, don't try to sweep it under the rug or distract people from the mess up, own it. If you're nervous before a big presentation, guess what? You can tell your audience as much. A little humility or self-deprecating humor goes a long way in making others trust you and look past your faults. On the other hand, trying to fake confidence or expertise almost always backfires. So those were just 3 quick principles from the world of improvised comedy that can help you be a more engaged and emotionally intelligent professional in the workplace. Head on over to FMP Consulting's blog to read more about emotional intelligence and many other topics.